morning, YouTubers, friends, followers, subscribers, but mainly the subscribers, because you're the ones that keep the channel going, so thank you very much. Right, people, busy 24 hours. I think all my days are busy, really. I would rather my days were busy, because you know what? See, when you don't have anything to do, things manifest in your head, and you're thinking, should I do this or should I do that? For instance, yesterday, I was sitting on the sofa, and I just thought, you know what? Let's go. Let's go to the bottle bank. Let's go to the bottle bank. Let's get rid of all the bottles. Let's get this done. Let's tidy up this. I'm always thinking about something because, and I hate to say it, whenever you've got post-traumatic stress disorder, and it's not a badge to wear of honor, I'd rather I didn't have it, but you don't want to sit down and think about stuff that's happened in the past. You try and move forward, and you try and you stay positive. And the way I stay positive is by speaking to different YouTubers, having a chat. I had a chat with the fitness hutch, Paul. Was it last night? Yesterday? Yeah, it was, yeah. And a few other people. And I spoke to Sue Smith on the phone. I spoke to Fiona Gardner, Avid. And last night, actually, in fact, what did I? No, I called Phil Tufnell yesterday to have a chat. And he was out doing things, and he called me back last night, and we had a chat. So I try and keep things moving forward and be positive. Yeah, in a world where things are going, in a world right now, we're being told everything that's negative about the world on the news and MSM. One thing that, which is shocking news, is that beautiful looking woman, Nicola, went from being out walking to her body turning up 1 mile down the river where it was spotted by a dog walker. Now, right now, there's cries from the public to investigate Lancashire police for numerous failures, I suppose. To take a step back from all this, I'm sure it was a difficult task. I'm sure it was pressurised because it was right in the public eye. It was pressurised. The media made it pressurised. And yeah, it's a shame. Two young girls don't have a mother now. And that's how I look at it. Two young girls don't have a mother now, which is sad. Regardless of what happened. I don't know. There's been lots of speculation about what happened. And sometimes I think people should keep their opinions to themselves rather than post it on social media. It's just a shame. Private, personal information being released about the woman, in my opinion, should never have happened. I've had a great career in the military, and part of my career was I went away and I did the all-arms search course. And when I was in certain places working, I would be called upon to go and carry out searches of areas using different types of probes and metal detectors and look for things. I remember back, I think it was 1999, I was working in South Armagh. That's a lie, actually. It wasn't South Armagh, it was East Tyrone, because I was stationed in a place called Killymeal House, just across from the swimming pool. And one of the guys that was there was a guy called Mark Orr. But I remember Brian McNabb. For those that know Brian McNabb, he was the unit search advisor, known as the USA. And he called me in one day and he goes, cup of cold, come here. The police are coming in a minute to pick you up. You're going to take get all the search equipment ready. You're taking Corporal Orr with you. And you're going to go and search a GAA football ground. And I'm like, what? There's cordon up at the minute. There's cordons up at the minute. The public are being kept out of it. And they believe that there is a device, an explosive device in and around that there. You're going to take someone with you and you're going to search it and give it the all clear. So you've got to go and carry the search and everyone's watching you. You're in the media. Everyone's watching you. And I remember standing around the corner of the GAA club with Mark Orr, actually. And I put my equipment down and I just went... And he went, is everything okay? Is everything okay, mate? Is everything okay? I went, yeah. I says, I've checked everywhere. I says, I've checked around the doors, the windows, the roof, the ground. I've checked it all the permanent, prominent, not too artificial. I've used the Winthrop theory. I've checked the corners of the football pitch. I've checked the centre. I've checked around the goals. I've checked in the dugouts. I've checked everywhere where you would possibly put a device. I don't think there's anything here. And that's the decision you make when you walk around that corner and you're faced by the cordon commander who walks towards you and he goes, mate, is everything okay? And then your life's in your hands, isn't it? Other people's lives in your hands. I've searched the area. It's clear. And the minute you say that, people hear, the cordon gets cut down and people start walking back in. And at that stage, your heart is pumping out your chest, praying that you have not made a vital mistake. So to get things right and wrong, it's a very thin line. The one thing that I will say this morning, which I found to be a little bit callous, in my own opinion, was how the news have handled this. I'm going to be honest, I think it's quite low, in my opinion, to see Kay Burley standing in a graveyard this morning, standing in a graveyard with Kay Burley in the graveyard near the scene. I'm thinking, Kay, that is despicable. Get out of the graveyard and do it somewhere else. It's just like, how low do these people have to go? Leave the family alone. Give them a break. Report from somewhere else in the town. You don't need to go to where she's going to be buried. It's just, how low do these people have to stoop? There we go. That's Sky News for you. Wow. There we go. As I said, public pressure has now made the police omnibus board, who are going to carry out an investigation into how Lancashire police carried out this whole thing. But there we go. In the news this morning, Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister, it's believed he's going to do a Brexit deal with the EU. This is vital. For those that don't understand, this is vital. Because if the Prime Minister gets this Brexit deal wrong, he will lose Northern Ireland. People say, there might be somebody out there saying, I don't care. But if you lose Northern Ireland because of the Brexit deal, at the minute, Northern Ireland is like the pawn being used by the EU against the mainland, against England. Yeah, there we go. And so far, there's been loads of restrictions on goods coming in to Northern Ireland because of this so-called Brexit issue. If Rishi Sunak gets it wrong, I can tell you now that Northern Ireland will end up breaking away. While everyone's been worried about Scotland breaking away in independence, while London and the House of Commons has been trying to keep Scotland in line, which they have ignored Northern Ireland, which has been slipping away every single week for the last so many years. And this Brexit deal could very well see Northern Ireland break away and very well see Northern Ireland part of a unified All-Ireland. And you may think that's wrong, but this is the direction it's going. You've got to bear in mind that Sinn Féin are already in control of the Northern Ireland Assembly. People in Northern Ireland have voted for Sinn Féin in their droves because of what the UK mainland and the Prime Minister and how he has treated Northern Ireland for the past so many years. Him and his previous successors. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's going to be important what happens with this next thing. It really is. Seen photographs this morning of Dan Walker, football pundit. Used to work at BBC in the news. Dan Walker, actually a very intelligent guy. I actually like Dan Walker. He's a nice guy. Nearly died the other day, by the way. He was hit. While he was out cycling, he was hit by a driver. And you know what? He ended up coming off his bike, smashing against the concrete and lying there. He was unconscious for 20 minutes, poor guy. You can see him in the photograph on the thumbnail. He's in bits, but he's recovering. Police are saying his helmet's destroyed, by the way. Police are saying, and this is one of the reasons why cyclists must always wear helmets. Had he have not been wearing a helmet, Dan Walker wouldn't be with us today. So if you are going to go out on your bike, wear a helmet. Jesus, you need to wear a helmet. Think about yourself more than anything. There we go. And for all you smokers out there, cigarettes are about to go up again. Yep, they are. Cigarettes are about to increase. 20 cigarettes now in a packet is going up by £1.15 a packet. £1.15 a packet is going to go up. I honestly think the government are trying to force people off cigarettes, but they also must realise that The taxation from cigarettes brings in over £11 billion a year to the UK government. So if you're going to try and force people off cigarettes for the price of them, you need to find another revenue to tax people. Soon we'll be taxed when we go outside. Well, he's outside. He's breathing in. He's breathing in oxygen. That oxygen comes from somewhere. It comes from the plants. It's getting virtually impossible to live in the UK. The taxation that our country applies on everything is absolutely shocking. At the same time, the people that are taxing us, politicians, are giving away most of our money. So we're struggling to survive. We need a complete change of politicians that care about us. Put us first. There we go. And I'm going to end on a funny now. Funny for me anyway. We all know what's happened in South Park. We've all heard about the worldwide privacy tour. Well, this has come in from California. And I'll read it to you. Meghan has been upset and overwhelmed by the depiction of how she is in South Park. She's angry. Rumour has it, and I will say it because I don't know if it's true, rumour has it that Henry, her other half, is debating a lawsuit with South Park. Don't know if that's true, but I am reading it everywhere. I'm reading it everywhere, so I don't know if that's true. In my opinion, I don't think it would go anywhere. South Park have got more money than Harry and Meghan, so they will have a better lawyer. Plus, it shows you how Americans now feel. So there we go. Well, I'm back now. I'm sitting chilling. I'm going to head home now. This morning I got up. I had to come here to where I am. I then took the partner and her son to the train station, got them their train tickets, and sent them off their way to Epsom, where he's got a look at life type thing. He's got a look at life at the University of Creative Arts, where he's going to go and study fashion and things like that. So they're off, and I'm going to head off. I'm going to head home, and I'm going to see if my dog's available. Go and get my dog Zeus, take him out for a walk, and relax, actually. But please keep checking to see if you are subscribed to the channel, because people do drop off, and I think it might be an algorithm issue at YouTube. So keep checking. Thanks for your support. We keep moving forward. We keep positive. And look forward to this Sunday's interview, which I have not confirmed yet with anyone. I am setting things up, but I haven't confirmed anyone yet. But I will have somebody that's absolutely awesome. And it won't be absolutely average. I've already spoken to him. Listen, have a great day, people. Take care and stay safe.